Hello, Svenja. How are you?
Hey, Cynthia. I'm good, and you?
I'm good. Where are we right now? This place is so cool.
Yeah, it's like we have a team apartment for Traka.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, living here for 1 week now.
A week? You've been here for a week already.
I came here on Saturday, but I spent another week in another place somewhere close by. But now we stay for 1 week.
1 week. Yeah. Did you race Utopia gravel though, right?
No,
you didn't go. Okay. All right. So you were just
Iron
here.
gravel 2 weeks ago.
Oh, iron gravel, and you did the 360K?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us about that. How was it?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was my first ever 360 race, and I wanted to do it as a preparation for Traka.
Yeah.
So I just saw it and like I want to do that.
So you're on Reverb, which is a 3T sponsored team. But before that, you were racing for a women's UCI team in Germany?
Yes. So I used to race in a Belgium team 2 years, and then I changed to the German team, which was Maxola Rosa last year. And it was a road team, but we had 2 gravel riders, Svenja and me, and it was actually a nice plan to do also the gravel. And we had a really, really good year. Like we did super nice gravel events, and we traveled around the whole world, which was like thinking back about this is just really amazing. But after the year, it was clear that I need to like choose another way because it's a road team and they focus on road, and they're not really into gravel so much.
I think I remember when we met at Unbound.
Yes.
2023 last year.
Yeah.
That feels like ages ago.
It feels like, yeah, true.
And you were also talking about how you were going to have to go home and line up for a road stage race.
Yes.
Shortly after.
There was the German championship.
Road championship.
Yes.
Okay. For your team.
Yes.
Okay. What were you last year? Was it hard to do the road requirements and travel for the gravel races?
In the end, I only did like 3 road races.
Okay.
Because in the end, I figured out that's not my thing. I don't like it anymore. Like riding in a bunch is not my thing. In July, I did 1 road race, which was actually a really nice race. But I was super scared riding in a peloton. So after that, I didn't do a road race at all.
Did you have some sort of incident happen where that made you start to feel that way?
I crashed a lot when I was racing Belgian races. We were racing like high level races, like World Tour races. And it was so hard to be in a peloton. I mean, I came into cycling super late and I never really learned how to position yourself. So that was quite a learning. And then figuring out that gravel is so much more better and I feel so much more comfortable, I said like, why should I do road if I can do gravel? And then, the chance with Reverb came up. So it was a gravel team and they said, we only do gravel like this. We're going to get a road bike for training, but we're not going to do any road races. So I decided to do and give it a chance for a gravel team.
When you were on the road for 3 years, sounds like you were racing on the road, you had a team and you were, I'm guessing, doing team tactics and such. How does that, being on Reverb, how is that different for you? Obviously, you've been racing with Anucci and Christina, the other women on the team. What is it different? How does it differ from when you were on the road in terms of like before the race, but also like team tactics or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, on the road, you can't really bring a result without a team. You need a team and you need a team tactic. And if there's no team tactic, you're not going to end up on a podium, probably only if you go for a solo ride. But you need a team. And I think in gravel, it's more, you don't really need a team tactic because you can't ride as a team in a gravel race. I mean, it depends on the race. But being together with a team and like a group with nice people, it helps you so much to be comfortable and to be happy and like having a good time. So that's a very nice option for the gravel scene as well.
Yeah, for me, being on a team, I always loved like, yes, you aren't riding with others necessarily, but you get to like hang out before and hang out after, and there's that vibe and that group atmosphere that's really nice. And I think gravel lends itself to that just in general. You know, when road racing happens in the more amateur levels, you don't necessarily need a team for at least in America. You can do a road race and not have a team, and like it could be okay. You could surf wheels and stuff. But like, yeah, with crit racing or road racing, you really need that team, and you're really relying on each other during the race. So I think that the gravel scene is more like everyone kind of is one big group, and then you obviously like hang out with others and stuff. But yeah, having the team is really cool. I was on a women's team for a long time, and I miss it for sure.
Yeah.
Being on my own this year has definitely been an adjustment.
Yeah, you have been there like 8 years.
Yeah, a long time.
That's such a long time. Like in one team, and you have like so close friends.
Yeah, we were actually a road team too. We rode, it was road and crit for many years.
So
and then, we switched to gravel. When in the US, it was, enough about me. I want to know more about you and like before racing. I think I remember correctly that you were a ski jumper before?
Yeah, I did ski jumping like 6 years in my youth. Like I started with 12. And then I finished this when I turned 17 or something, because it was just too much, time effort. And then the school became a bit more time. And then like also the structure for women in ski jumping is like either you're going to be pro, which is super hard, and then you go to like an internat or whatever, or you just do it as a very, very low level, and then it's just too much time for a hobby. So I stopped doing this.
Well, then when did you find the bike after that?
And then I did just running for a long time and playing football, like soccer. And then when I started studying, I did everything. Like I studied sports, so I had to do swimming, gymnastics, like athletics, everything. So whatever I had in my semester, I was so totally into it. So
that's fun.
That was a good time. And then in 2017, I did an excursion with the university, and we did the Transalp.
Whoa!
Geneva to Nice.
Whoa. That's really cool. And it was like a bike packing trip?
It was like we had cars following us.
Yeah.
And the car was brought, like we did camping, and then one car brought the tents and stuff. But we just did the climbs with the bikes. And for this reason, I bought a road bike in 2017.
Wow.
And then I remember very well doing my first training, and it was like, oh, this is my thing, like that's so cool. Like I felt so good, and it felt like being so free. And
tell me about Badlands. Are you excited, nervous?
I was actually a bit thinking about it last year already, but then there was the German Championship just a week after, and everything was just too spontaneously. And then this year I was like, I want to give it a try, and also seeing you winning this, like I followed it on dot watching, and it was so nice. Like also the fight with
the second place, Kara, and
then she got sick, and then it was like, okay, now she's gonna smash it. It was super interesting, and sometimes I think like maybe I can be part of this.
You can
this like women racing peloton, and like, also the road. I think it's super nice. So I want to give it a try.
Cool.
This year.
Nice. Okay, so you're doing Badlands, and you've done some of the Gravel Earth series. You're actually in second place. You were leading until this last weekend. Tell me more about the Gravel Earth series and how you're feeling about it.
Yeah, I think it's a very nice project. Like, I already did some races of it last year, and I also did lots of the UCI races. But at some point, I decided like the Gravel Earth series or the Classmark events are so much more nicer, and I prefer to do them instead of the UCI gravel races. And this year it's also a team target to place there very good and to like score some points, because I think it's very important. And I already did some races of them, and I'm going to do some more. And it's very nice how they present it on Instagram, and also the people, and like that's the thing I like about gravel. It's always more or less the same people you meet at the races, and it's a bit like coming together. And of course in the race you're racing against each other, but after you like you're talking and you're like friend with each other, which is a super nice thing. You don't have this in road.
You definitely don't.
And this is a thing why I also chose gravel. And I mean, I'm doing the Rift which is another big gravel earth event series race this year. And then
Did you do the Rift last year?
yes,
Okay.
I did this.
So you're
and
doing
then,
it again?
Yeah, I give it a little try. The washboard roads.
Yeah.
And then the final in September. I don't know about this. Oh no, it's in October. Yeah. And
Which
then
one is it?
The final in Rangcho,
Oh,
the
yeah.
gravelers final. So yeah. And I placed second last year in the final, and it was one of the toughest races I did, but also one of the best races.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a nice project.
It's exciting. So you're gonna finish the gravel earth series. You do a bunch of races. Are you doing the 200 at Unbound, or are you doing the XL?
I'm doing the XL.
I don't know. I forgot about that. Okay, you're doing the XL.
Yeah.
That's right. We talked about this. I remember. How are you feeling about the XL?
I'm super excited.
It's going to be the longest one you've done.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But now, honestly, I did the 360, and I'm like, oh, now I can also do the 560. Like,
Yeah.
it's maybe a bit longer.
Do you want to do the 560? It starts on Wednesday. You can join us.
I actually had the thought, like,
You should do
maybe
it.
I want to
Change it. Oh my gosh. Let's go right now. We have time, I think. Oh my gosh.
Because, like, I think in 360 it's gonna be a race. Like, it's gonna be a race from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
And you try to stay in groups, and it's mixed with men, and you probably try to stay with men because it's just faster. And in 560 it's gonna be more your own race.
Yes.
It's like you're probably gonna spend a long time by yourself and race your own pace, which is actually more the thing I am looking for. That's why I'm really looking forward to Unbound.
Unbound is actually more of a group atmosphere road.
Yes.
Because you can draft.
Yes,
So just,
because it's
yeah.
more flat and more wider roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for
Even the
Unbound-
560.
Yeah. Even the 560.
Okay.
For Unbound, you're racing the XL. What bike are you racing for Unbound? And are you using the same bike?
Yesterday we talked about it and maybe change to the Extrema because it has more
Tire clearance?
tire clearance. But I don't know if I can fit on the Extrema
Oh, yeah.
because it's a bit
The
bigger.
sizing. So you ride 3Ts and you're on the Ultra now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have, are you running a 1x? You have a horse
one by, and
with the Eagle derailleur on it?
I have a Rival, but I switched to Gabaruk and a big cassette. And this is like a game changer.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So this is actually quite a good
Yeah.
setup.
Well, thank you. Super nice chatting with
you.
you. Good luck in your race.
Thank you.
Yeah.
For you too.
Thank you. Cheers.
I'm not watching you.
Yeah, I'll be not watching you too. Thanks so much, Svenja.
Thank you.